Hey guys, hello, hello, hello. It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. It's time for another Bourbcast, and away we go. And Kevin, how are you? You're gonna either love what we're doing tonight or hate what we're doing tonight. And I'm either gonna love what we're doing tonight or I'm gonna hate what we're doing tonight. This is not gonna be a long one. I'm not gonna be making any cocktails or anything. I want to get this tried, running through the paces, kind of tell you what it's all about a little bit as far as what I've been able to figure out. And we'll go from there. This is the Oak and Eden, and I don't have to do a big deal. This is a really simple thing to open. There you go. It's just there's nothing plastic on it. It's just a piece of paper that holds the cork in place and does this oddness here. There we go. Kitchen smells great. I made marinara stuffed zucchini boats. They're over there. Haven't had one yet. Ran out of time. But I've got dinner waiting for me as soon as I get done with this. Okay. Oak and Eden. So, everybody wants to stand out, right? If you can't do it with the bottles that you have, you do it with the gimmick that you come up with, right? So I'm a little bit concerned about this. I haven't tried it yet. You're going to see me try this for the very first time. We're going to get it poured. But let me explain to you why I have a little trepidation going into it. This is essentially an MGP sourced bourbon. Okay, it's no age statement. Aged probably about 2 years at MGP. Then it ships out. And then this company places, and you can't see it, but there is a spiral of wood down inside the bottle. And I mean, if you do just a quick search online, you'll find pictures of the spirally wood. They call it a spire. And the idea of it is, how long is this going to take? We're going to do this short. Thanks, Aaron. Thank you for your love. So the idea behind this is, and I've dealt with this type of thing before, where it doesn't age very long in the barrel. Again, MGP 2 years. Then, like Cleveland whiskey is the one I'm getting at. The Cleveland whiskey, they age it for a short time in the barrels, and then they put it in a metal vat, and they take the barrel that the bourbon was aging in, and they chop it all up. And they put it in the barrel, and their gimmick is that it's aged faster. You still get the same flavors and everything, but it's aged faster. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. Awful. I mean, they've got some other stuff too, and I haven't tried any of the other stuff, but the one that is this specific, and I can't even tell you the name of it, it's the only one that they have that's a tall bottle. It says Cleveland up the side. Wrong. Vile. Terrible. I had the coffee spiral on one. Coffee spiral. I got online. Don't think the coffee type is found here. Hate coffee, but it was good. Cleveland. Right, exactly. Cleveland. So, Kevin, we're going to try this out. The reviews are good on it. I didn't get to read a lot of reviews because I didn't have time. But I did read the reviews. So, So what they do is they take the spire of wood, and it's toasted and charred, depending on however they want it to be. And they take that charred piece of wood and they stick it down in the bottle. So the idea is that it doesn't go into a secondary barrel for additional aging. It ages in the bottle. It's not unheard of. There's a thing called a whiskey bullet that's supposed to be charred or toasted or something or other. It's got these flavors. You toss that down in your bottle, and it's supposed to add extra oak or extra this or extra that. There's lots of different types of whiskey bullets. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Just when Cleveland did it, they did it a different way, and it was awful. I'd rather eat dog food. It was really bad. So Cleveland takes a lot of, Coke, soda. Yeah, it does. Yeah. You just don't buy it. And like I said, they've got some other stuff that I'd be willing to try. But this particular bottle, okay. So this is the Oak and Eden. This is the simplest of their brand. They've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 different bottles. That there's a couple of ryes, a couple of bourbons, or whiskeys that were once bourbons. I don't know if they can still call it a bourbon since they're adding a flavor to it by putting the Spire down in there. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if that's considered an added flavor or extra aging. I don't know how they're going to get away with it. They call it a bourbon whiskey, but I don't know. So, little pipe cleanery on the nose, ethanol heavy. This is going to be a young bourbon. This is going to be a very young, 2-year age. Just the proof on this one is 90. So it's 45% alcohol by volume. I mean, it's got some fruit notes to it. Black Reserve is the bad one. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's... You would know. You have a bottle of it. I don't know if you ever tried it or if you just dumped it down the drain. I don't know what I would do, except for, like you said, I might try it in a cocktail, like a whiskey sour that has a whole lot of stuff that hides the flavor of it, and that's what I would feed to my friends. That's why I don't have friends. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it's got some fruit notes that are kind of pleasant. And some of the normal notes that MGP is going to give you, like the caramel and the vanillas, they're muted underneath the ethanol, though. There is a really nice citrus note, though. And yes, I'm getting some oak. I wouldn't say that it's a predominant scent. I'm not saying that it's jumping out at me like other ones. Might as well just leave these on. You keep that around for when you want them to go home. Exactly. Here, would you like some Cleveland? I'm leaving. I told somebody online, I'm on a couple of different social media platforms, and one of them is Reddit. I've started doing Reddit since the beginning of the year, and I found some communities that I like, and I kind of enjoy it. There was a guy that was on there asking about Cleveland whiskey, and I said, it tastes to me like they dipped the bottle in the Cuyahoga River back when it was so polluted it caught on fire. So, I don't mean to be mean. I mean, it's a brand and people might like it. This dude liked it, actually, and okay, drink what you like, just don't serve it to me. Okay. The citrus in that is just... it's hidden by the ethanol, and I can't decide if it's lime or grapefruit or lemon or orange. Or lime fruit grape orange. I don't know what it is. Okay, all right, well, enough fooling around. Okay, this is one of those weird instances where the palate is almost exactly like the nose. Got some weird fruit flavors coming through. The ethanol is really strong. You can tell this is an extremely young. It's got a thin mouthfeel, but it's also got a pretty heavy heat for the 90 proof because of that heavy ethanol, because it hasn't aged. It's very, very young. It's got a candy flavor to it, like a, not a Red Hot. It's almost all ethanol. The flavor's outside of the ethanol and whatever citrus is coming through. I don't like this. I don't like it. Yeah, this was a bad purchase. This was like a $50 bottle or something like that. And I saw it on the shelf and thought, why not? And it was on the very top shelf, so it wasn't down on the bottom with all the ones that hang their head in shame. Uh, um, there's something odd about it. There's a sweetness to it. It's better than the Cleveland, but not by much. No, this is bad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put it through the rest of the stuff that we got to do. I just don't want to pour myself any more of it, but I'm gonna, because that's what we do here. I'm hoping that a little bit of water will. I'm gonna actually add quite a bit of water to this. See if I can tame that ethanol down, and give it something else. I don't want to fork it. All right. So I think, Kevin, I feel like this, kind of like what you felt about the mellow corn. I like the mellow corn. I finished that bottle you gave me. It only took me, I don't know, a week, and that one was gone. I like it. I don't love it. It's not in my top 25 or anything like that, but I like it. I don't like this. All right. Yeah, that just... It took off the ethanol, but it didn't add anything to it. I wasn't able to open it up. I wasn't able to pull any flavors out. It just went bleh. You know? It went limp. You know? It's done giving me what it wanted to give me, and now it's limp. That's what it boils down to. It, I'd say it shot its wad, but it didn't have a wad to begin with. Yeah, that's gross. Okay. Last one. I hate to think that I'm actually wasting an ice sphere on this. But we're going to do it. And then I'll rinse it off and put this back in the freezer for next week. I was excited about this bottle too. Dadgummit. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm not. This is nasty. I mean, like I said, I've had, I think, worse. The Cleveland Black was worse. The Southern Comfort was far worse. This isn't worse, but it's not good. All right. Get it cooled down, mute the flavors. See if I can get that ethanol taken off of it. See if it does something for me. It's funny that the reviews were somewhat complimentary. It burps good. There's a the citrusy, fruity flavor comes up in a burp, and it's okay. It's all right. Hurry, run. Get out that Detroit city and save the night. I know, right? You gotta lose your mind in Detroit, Rock City. Yeah. That was the first rock album I ever bought. Kiss, Destroyer, 1974? Kiss got formed in 74. It might have been 78. My mom would always buy me my records and my tapes. And she liked me to listen to like Marvin Hamlish, and the Osmonds, the Carpenters, because that's what she liked. Okay, we have some redemption. Cool this slop down and you've got something that's mildly drinkable. Takes the ethanol away, mutes the whatever dumpster trash is in that, and it actually becomes something that might be somewhat drinkable. The finish is kind of like burnt caramel. but it's not as bad as it was. I might actually be able to drink it this way. Okay. So that tells me, because it's almost drinkable this way, the oak is really coming out on ice. That's been the only time I've caught oak. The rest of the time I've just caught meh. Ethanol and meh. This at least gives me some of the oak. Can I just give the bourbon industry a little advice? Stop with the gimmicks and just age the damn bourbon, will you? Just stick it in a frickin' barrel and let it sit there for 6 years until it's done. You know, you don't take a cheesecake out of the oven when it's not done baking yet, or you're going to have a big bowl of slop. Well, this is a big bottle of slop. Quit with the bullshit. Sorry. Quit with the gimmicks. Quit trying to speed it up. Quit trying to cheat. Stick the stuff in a friggin' bourbon barrel and let it sit there, for God's sakes. Ugh. I don't like gimmicks. I do it right. There's some things that you can cheat on. I don't think bourbon is one of them. I'd almost rather, no, I won't even say that. Yeah. I'll give it another shot here. I'm going to spin out that ice sphere. See if I can get a little more water infused into it. Let it melt a little bit more. I'd love to pull out a flavor that I like. I don't mean to be harsh. I really don't mean to be harsh. And normally I can be a little bit forgiving about just a bad product. Did they taste this? When they put the thing in there and they pulled it out, did they taste it? Yeah, so on ice, it's marginally doable. It would be a lot better with other stuff in it, like, you know, enough to match, like a sour. You know, do a New York sour with some wine in it. That might, if you pick like a bourbon barrel aged wine, the oak in this might complement that somewhat. I think it'd be all right in a sour. Might be all right in like a whiplash with the peanut butter and the Baileys and all the other stuff that's in that. By itself, nope. On ice, it's marginally drinkable. I will not drink this outside of a cocktail ever again. I wonder if I can get that Spire out so you can see it. Use my little forky fork. Ah, come on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to. At least with a bottle of tequila, if there's a worm in it, you have something that you can pour into your mouth in the end and go, not this. Nope. I wouldn't even use this to pick my teeth. All right, hey, so I can't say as though this one has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed my state of misery. We're going to put the cork back on that sucker and save it for the holidays. I am hoping to have some guests for the holidays. I'll serve it to them in a sour. I got an evil side, don't I? Yeah. My evil side is not as evil as that. All right. So, hey, this is a short one like I promised. We're only about 20 minutes in, and I'm going to let you roll. I don't know what I'm doing next week, but whatever it's going to be that. I could drink out of a mud puddle, and it's going to be better than that. So, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting and laughing at my misfortune. Don't buy Oak and Eden. Just don't. There's nothing Eden about this. This would be what happens after Eve eats the apple that she was told not to eat. This is the punishment. This is the punishment. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.